Hey, it's MisterStubstep, a new TCG player video incoming. Let's get it. First envelope. Oh, wonderful. Looks like this might be one of the promo episodes, which I love the promo episodes because that means I get to fill the promo binder. And like always, if it's over $1, I'll put information down below. We have the Flareon Scarlet and Violet 167. It is beautiful with the Glaceon. Oh my goodness, that's gorgeous. Put those two down there. And we have the Vaporeon. Woo! Man, they put a lot of holofoil there. And the Jolteon. Man, I'm not sure which one I like out of all these. Maybe the Vaporeon, but I need to get a couple more evolutions as well. Next envelope. The card guards, which is magical. Okay. You know, let's you put these all down. Looks like they might have some pricing. See if they're accurate with what I actually paid. We have the Raging Bolt EX promo. This is actually a pretty cool artwork. Raging Bolt's still a fairly prominent deck, but I think Gardevoir is the one that actually won the World Championships this year, so I guess Gardevoir still reigns supreme. We have Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon EX. This is actually from Twilight Mask. This is not Twilight Masquerade. This is not a promo, so I guess I tried slipping one of those in there. And then there's a little nick at the top. Oh, we have the Walking Wake EX from Temple Forces. Full art or ultra rare. Very nice. With the Zor Seas. Beautiful. That's separate pile. And we have, oh, Norman. No, geez. Norman. This was a hard gem, I'm not gonna lie. It's a very hard gem. Using that Slaking, Vigoroth. But I'm pretty sure this card was pretty cheap. Some Paradox. That's Paradox Rift, right? PAR. And then we have the Mastable. I already had a sneak peek of this one. Beautiful card. Love how this one, the colors go really well with the Master Ball itself. Fortunately, not the best. There's a nick at the top. Oh, this one, ooh. Hopefully the damage I got on this one, or the condition I got on this one, was not near mint, because if so, that would be slightly disappointing, but it'll look just fine in a binder. And final card of this envelope is a Victini. Dang, I wonder if this is from one of the decks or what, because $10, hopefully I didn't pay that much, but I'll reflect it down below because I try to be transparent with all of my purchases, especially if you go back in time and look at these, you can see what I was paying, if the prices came down a lot or if they've gone up a lot since then. All right, next envelope. Looks like we have some more promo action. Let's get it out. Oh, they used a portion of a card saver. That's kind of smart. That's backing. And there's just one, the Tinkaton. 140. This looks like it came from a blister pack or something like that, but we'll go just fine in the collection. Next envelope. Looks like this one used the dual technique. Looks like we got quite a bit of cards in this opening. Wow. Let me just get them all out. Starting off with the Houndstone EX. Beautiful. Pretty sure that came in some type of box. We have the Hops Zacian EX, Insta Strike, and Brave Slash. Really cool. We have the Scrafty. Scrafty always getting them sassy artworks. Beautiful. Nab and Dash. Really great. We have the Xerneas EX. Wow. We have the Pokemon Legends X ZA. I don't know why I said X. ZA coming out soon, so that's exciting. See if they do anything special with the legendaries. We have Blood Moon Ursaluna EX. Not sure how I feel about this artwork. It actually is pretty terrifying. That's a pretty scary looking artwork, and I guess that applies to Blood Moon Ursaluna. Blood Moon Ursaluna can clean up in a lot of decks. We have the Cinderace, the Cinderace EX. I think this came in one of the premium collection boxes, I believe. Could be mistaken, but it is actually another promo, so that's really beautiful. And it looks like we have a couple more. The Koraidon EX promo. Very nice. Koraidon has a very menacing eye right there, or suspicious. And final card in that envelope is the Wooper. Whoop, whoop. I really like this artwork. All Wooper fans out there rejoicing. Oh, we have a Fat Bubble Mailer. This one looks to be another one with a ton of cards. And they just use 2 top loaders, but these can both be reused, so that is wonderful. Starting off with the Miraidon EX. Are you a promo? You are a promo. Very nice. This is a different Miraidon with Techno Turbo and Rapid Draw. Haven't really seen that one seeing you play. We have, oh, the Meryl from Paldea Evolved. I'm pretty sure this one is very expensive, so got this one. Has some Luzdisc, Bruxish, the Meryl, Pincurchin. Oh my gosh, I'm so sad now. Toxapex and Clauncher, maybe? Yeah, very nice artwork. I guess we'll take a look at the back since it is an expensive card. Might be the most expensive card that I got in this opening. And then we have, ooh, the Blood Moon Ursaluna EX Hyper Rare from Twilight Masquerade. Thanks, we got 2 Blood Moons in the same opening, nice. And then I'll go right there, beautiful. So we got a few envelopes left. Wow, this one, they literally just threw cards in a team bag. Would not recommend that, but I don't think either of these cards are too expensive, but we'll take a look. We have the Pachirisu, Crackling Charge, and Tiny Bolt. That's a pretty cute Pachirisu, and the holo goes really good with the electricity in the background of that card, so that's beautiful. And we have a Latios with the Mist Float. Any Pokemon has Psychic Energy attached, it has no retreat cost. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Another envelope. This one at least has some additional cardboard. Looks like it's not quite a shipping shield, but something similar. Wonder if this is the knockoff version of it. Oh, we starting off strong with Professor Sada's Vitality, Paradox Rift. I think I like just the regular, is this the regular full art? I can't remember. I think the other artwork is the one that I prefer, but this one's still nice. And it is one that I needed, so it'll be gladly added to the collection. And we have the Iron Crown EX promo, Cobalt Command. That's a pretty cool sounding ability, if you ask me. And I think we have one more envelope. Let's get into it. So I believe this was an eBay purchase. So let's take a look. Looks like I got 2 stickers, an Orbeetle and a Landorus, which is pretty cool. And I got both of these sleeves, which are quite nice. And let's see if you can figure out why I ordered these sleeves. It's because they both have Curlia on them. So these will both be added to my Curlia Master Set. I did actually update my binder, so I moved everything to a new binder. So it'll be exciting to add these to the sleeve page. So, wow. Pretty good spread. I'm going to clean all this up, put everything in sleeves, put stuff in the applications, and we'll get right into putting these away in binders and going through some talking points. Just kidding. Underneath all that garbaggio, I did have one slab that I wanted to show. Almost caught up on the slabs that I've been purchasing. Oh, wow. That's quite the good presentation right there. That's a cool box. It's like a little custom box. Did get the Ramondre Stevenson Aqua and a PSA 10 rated rookie from the Optic line. So really like Ramondre Stevenson as a running back from the Patriots. So yeah, pretty cool. Patriots have gotten another really good running back, so I might try to hunt down his rookie card. His last name was kind of long. I'm trying to remember. But I just remember watching him play in the first couple preseason games. They got smacked by the Giants in the 3rd preseason game, but they did pretty well in the first 2, and it's a pretty promising running back. But this is a numbered card, 235 out of 299. Of course, I'll have the price and everything down below, but great collection. I try to get at least one Patriots card and then one Celtics card per season, since I am a Boston fan in general. So really cool slab to add to the collection. All right, now let me finish up everything. Okay, this will actually be my first showcase of this binder since moving all my Curlia cards over. I used to have a 4-pocket green binder that had all my Curlia cards, so this will be the first time. Hold on. Ooh, yeah. This will be the first time showing all these Curlia cards off, which is wonderful. The new Mega Evolution set, or Mega, whatever it's going to be called, does have some Curlia cards, as well as that Gardevoir EX that does have a Curlia in it. I believe it's a special illustration rare. So that'll be fun to collect in Japanese and English. But and don't get me started on the gold ones. Thank goodness there's no Curlia cameo in those, or else that would have been a nightmare to collect, because they're in like the 400s right now. I guess the pull rates are ridiculous. But as you can see, I did a little bit more better organization as far as putting like things together. So as you can see, here is the sleeve page. So yeah, get to add some Curlia sleeves in there. Beautiful. And then you can see all these types of cards on this page. We have, so I guess this is where those Mega cards will end up going, all the Japanese and the English, since they have Curlia cameos. I think they're kind of doing like a spiral. Then here's other Curly cameo cards that aren't like Gardevoir EXs. And then this is just like a random Chinese card that has the Master Ball, which I thought was cool. And then got some Topps cards. Not sure. I think there's like Zarkin or Cardass or something like that. And then you have playing cards. And then other miscellaneous that are kind of like card shaped, which is nice. And then all the transparent, translucent laminated cards or whatever. So those are cool. And I think that's all the major, yeah, because we already went over, yep, that's all the major ones. So now we can get into filling in the other binders, which we're actually starting out with the best one, which is the Scarlet and Violet promos. So let's get right into it. And of course, these conversations, they always start with the TV show updates, mainly anime, but some TV shows. So let's get into it. First show, so Black Clover is the anime that I was putting a ton of time in, but it's actually the one that I've watched the least of as of late. I think I'm almost done with season 1, and I'm pretty sure stuff pops off at the end of season 1, and I'm just like right there. I'm still in that underwater temple or whatever, and I just haven't finished. So I think once I'm done with this one TV show that I'm watching, I'll probably pick it back up. But as of right now, it is not complete. So yeah, I think I'm still on episode 40 something for Black Clover. Still a good show, but there's just other shows right now that are kind of keeping me hype. And there's like 4 or 5 shows that I'm watching on a weekly basis right now. So that's been kind of giving me my anime fix, if you will. Yeah, this Victini and Miraidon card they were pretty expensive. I'm not going to lie to you. I think because they have to deal with the decks or something, but yeah, they might be V-Battle decks. I'm not sure. I can't remember off the top of my head. We have One Piece. So I did watch the new One Piece episode. I am filming this on a Sunday. So I saw the new episode. A lot of people are disappointed with the pacing as of late. And then some people are saying that the translation from the manga to the anime wasn't as pleasing. I feel like we've kind of been in this position many times throughout the history of One Piece and it getting its manga animated, but that could just be me. Could the pacing be a little bit faster? Yeah, I mean, the Kuma and Bonnie story was very sad, and you know, I've shed some tears for them and all that stuff, but it has been kind of going on for a long time now. In this most recent episode, we got to see Luffy, you know, taking his Nika form, and we got to see the Giants do some action, which I feel like a lot of people are like, what the heck is going on with these Giants? Like, why are they even here? But if I remember correctly, I think one of my friends that's read ahead, the next arc does have to deal with Giants, unless I'm tripping out. I might be tripping out, but I think that's the last that I remember. You could see Luffy punch one of the elders, which was really nice, and then some of Blackbeard's crew is there too, so it's all kind of trippy. Not sure where this is going, but I'm excited, and then Zoro's still fighting Rob Lucci, so all great stuff. I'm here for it. I'm here for the action, but the pacing is still slightly horrendous, but it's nothing that I'm not new to. I mean, I've watched, for all of you that have been through the entire Wano arc, you know what's up. So this is nothing compared to the Wano arc. Gachi Yakuza, the trash anime, also saw that new episode today. Really good show. Got to see the fight between the main character, the guy with the pole. I'm so bad with all the names. I think the main character's name is Rudo, but I can't remember anybody else's name. And they're fighting the guy with the claws, and he's a pretty fascinating enemy. Not one unlike that I've never seen, but I still like him as an enemy, and there's been a few phases, and the power that Rudo chose to use in the fight was actually pretty fascinating too. So I was very entertained by that fight, so I'm excited for it to keep on going. I feel like this is a show that I wish I like stumbled upon it and I could just like binge watch all the episodes. I cannot speak today. But alas, I'm watching it every Sunday when the new episode comes out. We have Clevitus. That show, wow, it's really surprised me. Fantasy world, the main character, and then the Dark Beast, or I forget what they're called. There's so many different worlds that I'm in now. I'm starting to lose all the terminology. There's so many Dark Beasts and stuff that they're all been working with. And you get to see the clash between the Dark Beasts of the South and the Dark Beasts of the Southwest, or I can't remember what region they're actually from. And it actually caught me off guard. And then seeing the one, I don't know if he's a general or what he is, but seeing him, he's the one that killed the main character's father. And you learn that pretty early on, so it's not a major spoiler. His power was actually pretty sick. And then you see Clevitus is suspicious and all of that. So I'm excited to see what's to come. I thought this was going to be a pretty simple anime, but it seems like it goes a little bit deeper than I was expecting, which, you know, rightfully so. But I'm enjoying it. And I'm pretty sure the outro song is sung by, Ellie Goulding. Oh my gosh, I had all her songs running through my head, and I could not remember for the life of me what the artist name was. I'm pretty sure it's Ellie Goulding, I'm not sure. But yeah, I've been really enjoying that. There's a lot of good shows going on right now. I'm very pleased. I think that's why I haven't done as much Black Clover, because I think before all these shows were ongoing, I was binge watching Black Clover, but now I have all these other ones. I've been kind of getting my fix. So that concludes the promo binder, and probably sometime this week I will be ordering more. So I did also watch the new Don episode, and yeah, it's pretty trippy. It had to do with music again, but like I always forget the type of show Don is. I'm like, oh, this is a normal show, and then fights actually happen, and I'm like, what the heck is going on here? And it's kind of cool. It's a different style of, you know, the main characters getting stronger and all that stuff and learning. So I appreciate that. And yeah, it wasn't my favorite episode ever, but it was good. And it was good to see the main character kind of learn the rhythm of fighting and all that stuff, and learn more actions per second. I was like imagining like League of Legends or something, the way that Turbo Granny was describing it. So I thought that was funny, but I'm excited for the next episode because him and the Evil Eye clash, and it's pretty epic because every single time they fight, I'm like blown away by the animation. So yeah, super excited for that. I'm not looking forward to getting the Magikarp in this set. We'll see if the price ever comes down or if it'll just keep slowly creeping up. But this was another super expensive one in this set. So yeah, hopefully once the Mega stuff comes out, a lot of the attention to some of these older Scarlet and Violet sets goes away, but you never know. Some people will want to hold those high prices for a lot of those cards. The final anime I want to discuss is Kaiju number 8. And oh, man, I thought I was starting slow, but it has gotten so good right now. Just a lot of the powerhouses and stuff coming together. And I'm just really excited to see where it's going. The villain in this show is pretty... I like the villain. I do like the villain. And them talking to that one vice captain talking to Kaiju number 10 and saying like, I want to fight all the future ones that come after me. And then the Force trying to create as many things as possible that the villain won't expect. And hopefully the main character can get some type of powering up. I'm not sure. Maybe the main character can absorb. I haven't read ahead or anything like that, so I don't know. But it's Kaiju number 8 shaping to be one of my favorite anime. It's really good. Depending on how it cleans up or how long it is. I don't know. I've been really enjoying it. I'm very glad that Crunchyroll recommended it to me. And I'm glad I watched it. So the last time that happened was Gachi Akuta. So yeah, so far the recommendations from Crunchyroll have been on point. So there's Norman. And we have Professor Sada's Vitality. And then that actually concludes all the anime. I did get the new Solo Leveling manhwa. So this is the final volume. I've only read the first chapter. I think there's 4 chapters in the final volume. And yeah, we'll see how it concludes. And then, I mean, I'll be lucky if the next season comes out in 2026. It might not be till like 2027 or 2028. I've seen so many articles and it's so hard to tell which ones are real and which ones are fake. But yeah, that is actually all that I have for Paradox Rift. So now I can go to the big binder that has all of the sets that I don't have official binders for yet. So the guilty pleasure as of late has been Grey's Anatomy. So that's the show that I've been watching a ton of right now. It's made me teary-eyed. It's mainly geared towards women. There's a lot of feels in a lot of the episodes, you know, relationships and all that stuff. But I have been thoroughly enjoying it. It's a show that I started a long time ago in my previous relationship. And I always enjoyed it. So I knew one day I was always going to complete it. It's just a lot of seasons. So I think I ended up stopping somewhere in like season 16 or 17. So I found where I was at. Now I'm in season 21, which is at least the last season that was released on Netflix. So I'll at least catch up on that and then see what other regular TV show that I want to watch after that. But ooh, I think I'm in the territory. Let's see. Yeah, 153 right here. Yeah, this Master Ball was pretty beat up. I'm not going to lie. I did order it near mint and it came... So the thing is I might give the people a little bit more credit. But when I list stuff on TCGPlayer, I'm way more strict. Like, I don't list anything as near mint on TCGPlayer. And you'd be like, oh, but what if you have a really expensive card, blah, blah, blah. If I have a really expensive card, I list it on eBay. I don't put it on TCGPlayer. But on TCGPlayer, a lot of the playable cards and, like, you know, more common, I guess, higher rarity cards, I'll list on there. And I just do everything lightly played because the last thing I want is to list something that's near mint. Somebody's trying to order a card to get graded, even though it's near mint and not mint. I think there's less of that nowadays, but there was a time where bunch of people would upload stuff near mint. It would come like slightly lightly played, and then they'd be like, oh, I can't grade this. And then people would get frustrated, give like a negative feedback. So in this case, I would list the Master Ball as moderately played, but I could see the argument behind lightly played. And they did update their wording on the site as far as what means what. but I think there's a little bit more leeway than you'd probably expect, especially if you're super critical of card condition, which I am, but I'm also like within reason as far as like listing it. So I try to be more harsh. So yeah, Grey's Anatomy, I did get a bunch of new hats. So I did a hat video because I reached 40 hats. Wasn't my most popular video ever, but it was a video that I've been wanting to do for a while. So I'm excited that I was finally able to get it up. And I did order some more. I've had a list of hats that I've been wanting. Some that I used to have that I lost, or some that I've always wanted to have in my collection. I just haven't. So I was able to get those hats. So those hats should be coming early September, which is very exciting. So I might just do like a short for those hats, but have been enjoying my hat collecting. We'll see when it stops, but I'm enjoying it so far. I did see the Alabama Shakes in concert. So they're like a bluesy, not quite country, they're like a bluesy band. They got together in like the late 2000s, and then they broke up and the lead singer went solo. And then they got back together and have been touring. And I'm not gonna lie, that is the fullest I've ever seen the Hollywood Bowl. It was jam-packed, and I had a really good time. I truly did. It was great music. Added a few songs to my Spotify. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't really know the Alabama Shakes until my friend invited me to the concert. Did a little bit of homework day of, and had a good time. I think Shannon and the Clams or something were the opener, and we completely missed them, but enjoyed them. My friend invited his friend from college. He was really cool people, so glad to meet him. And then his roommate and his girlfriend were there as well. So it was a great time. I drank like the tiniest bit of wine, and I had like a hangover the next day. So I don't know what was in that wine. Maybe it was because it was cheap white wine that messed me up, but yeah, it really messed me up. So that's all I have for the binder section. I might do a little FaceTime, and then we'll call it a video. Okay, only a few points left. Yeah, I probably need a haircut, but it's all good. So Alabama Shakes, great concert, great surprise, and hopefully I need to look at more concerts in the future, but yeah, I've also just been like focusing on other things. So there was, I talked about the interns previously, so there was one that was assigned to me, and he was extremely helpful going back to UC Berkeley, and he left, so very sad day. Now all the work is back on me again, which is really sad. It's fun to delegate things and have a team and all that stuff, but alas, now it's just me and my boss, two-man team holding it down, where we used to be like 4 or 5, and now we're down to 2. So we're making it happen, but woo-wee. So there is that. And then we did have another intern leave this past week. He's going back to USC to finish up his master's degree. Really, you know, when you just meet somebody and you're like, you're going places, he's one of those people. So super happy for him. He did really well, super competitive in all like areas. So I'm excited for him. And when he takes it back to his home country, I think he'll do really well. Yeah, and he was willing to do the work that no one else wanted to do, and he did it happily, like with a smile, and then he also did the other stuff, and he did that really well, so that was really cool. So when the first intern left, we ended up doing like an internal, like a more low-key happy hour, just whoever was left at work late, we all went out to have food, which was great. And then afterwards, one of the guys in the group was like, hey, you want to do a little bit more? And I'm like, say less, bro. So we went out, and I can't remember where we started. We were kind of hopping around. All the places were dead because I think it was like a Wednesday. Yeah, I think it was a Wednesday. Or no, it was a Thursday. Because the one place that we normally go, they had a singles event going on. And I know I said I wasn't going to do any more singles event, but this wasn't a planned one. And my buddy had never been. And I was like, dude, let's just hop in and see what's up. And he's like, no, dude, no. And I was like, let's just hop in. We have one drink and then we'll be good. We go in. Oh, it was like 50 dudes to like 3 girls. Yeah, it was not the move. It was so funny. We were just like laughing awkwardly, had our drinks, and then we bounced, but that was funny. Got some in and out, you know, the usual. Did a little hopping around, but it was a fun night. It's funny that was like his first experience in that, so that's probably scarred him, which is a good thing. Oh, so there was a new restaurant that kind of opened up where I lived. It's like a pizza joint / other stuff, so I wanted to try it out. I tried it out. They had a DJ playing music too, which was really cool, so it's kind of a nice vibe. We'll see how long it lasts. It didn't reach like peak capacity while I was there, but we'll see how long it lasts. There's like, where I'm at is like right on the border between Marina Del Rey and Venice. So there's like a bunch of places that are just there forever because they're always going to do well. And then there's a bunch of spots that people just kind of come and go because they never really establish themselves. So we'll see if they last. Also that same weekend, I did get even more sunglasses, but I like ran to Abbot Kinney to get the sunglasses. So it was a short run, and I think I needed like a shorter recovery run, which worked out nicely. I was able to get the glasses and then get some, this really good coffee. It was like a frozen kind of slushy coffee. It was amazing. Probably super high in calories because it was delicious, but it really hit the spot after that run, and I had some new sunglasses to sport. I got sunglasses for my car, so I'm trying to get a bunch of cheap sunglasses. I hate bringing around the same sunglasses and losing them, so this might seem excessive, but I have a pair of sunglasses in each car. I have a pair of sunglasses at work, and then I have a pair of sunglasses for like the beach and the pool, so I don't feel bad about like if they get wet or damaged or whatever. Because I mean, you bring in like a $200 pair of sunglasses to the pool and it gets splashed, and you get, yeah, I'm not a fan of that. So, and then I have like a couple of nice sunglasses for other occasions. Since the last video, I did almost take like 6 days off of running, so I'm still in the process for the race on the 5th. But it was just, I had somebody visiting, just the way that the week ended up going. Yeah, I just kind of got off my rhythm, which is bad. But this week I got back on it, and I really upped the mileage this week. And I did a little over a half marathon this morning, and there's been like a heat wave in California as of late. Granted, like in my area, it's still like low 80s, high 70s, but the humidity's really high. So I had to bring like, for the first time, bring like a belt on a run with like water, and this was like slightly not enough. And then I also tried some new fuel on the run, so that was fun. Because on previous long runs, I didn't even need water. I just had like a couple food things that I tried along the way. But this time I definitely needed water, and I needed some more. I planned the route to finish out at Ralph's, so I could just pound a Gatorade and then pound I think it was like a buy drink or something like that. And then I think I ended up getting a smoothie too, because I was just like so deplenished. Is that a word? Deplenished? I needed to replenish. But yeah, and then I just walked all the way back to my place because I was just like, I was dead, sweating so much, and yeah. But it was great. Then I ended up going to the pool today, actually going in the pool and the hot tub and kind of doing like a hot cold plunge thing, and got some more sun. So yeah, overall, good day. I still need to cook, and then I also wanted to make this video too to get something out. Going back to my rhythm getting thrown off, I did have a friend come visit, so he's kind of working away from the project, but every now and then he does visit the project. So I'm just like easy, and he can stay with me because I'm alone in a fairly big place. So he comes. He actually ended up staying for a couple nights. We had such a good time, going out to dinner, just hanging out, and it was really nice. I guess I've been living alone for almost a year now. And I've lived alone in the past before, but you know, you just get, when you live with people, you just get used to having somebody at the house, and you don't like, I can't stand being at the place alone. Like I want to get out, meet people, talk to people, see things, do things. And it was just nice having someone else around again. So that was cool for a couple days. And that's actually all I have for this video. So let me know what you have going on. Let me know what's going on in your life. Still not going to get the Switch 2. I know there was some stuff released as far as Legends ZA. I mean, it looks all right, but nothing that's like enough for me to want to get a Switch 2 yet. Who knows? I may never get a Switch 2, which is kind of sad to think about. But looking forward to the new sets coming out. I need to get all those new Gardevoir and Kirlia cards. I think I already ordered the Kirlia like common card in Japanese. And then, yeah, order all the other cards along the way. So that's all I have for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll catch you on the next one.